encourage. We are good folks. Come and get involved with us. And to do this event, we do a planning meeting, which happens first Tuesday of the month. And next time we will, I think this will happen here, correct guys? I think it will happen at SRI. So you can look out for our V-Blast or Meetup invite, and I will highly recommend that you come and join us. To start the proceedings, as I said, we are 100% volunteer-driven organization, so I want your help to help me give a big round of applause to all the volunteers who helped out during the event time. Along with that, I will also like to thank all our sponsors, especially Panasonic. I know there are some people who have to call out. We have a set of volunteers, we call them event team. And these are the guys who works 12 to 16 weeks, and then they go and source great panel, which you are going to hear right now. So as I take your name, please stand up, don't be shy, so that we can recognize you. So let's start with Nathan, who is the event chair. Nathan? Good. Nathan, be up. Amitya, Sarjan, Sam, Mike, Michelle, Wen, Jinglong. Thank you guys. So without further ado, I would like to invite my program chair, Luca and Sarandeep. They will come and introduce the moderator. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Vivek. So what a great way to start the season. We have a sold-out event tonight. I just want to say a couple of things about the future program. Next month, we will have an event on AR/VR because you have to do it these days, if you're doing panels. So, and then next in November, we're going to have an event on future transportation, which is not your self-driving Tesla. That's everybody know about it. It's more like flying cars and hyperloops and hoverboards and all of that crazy stuff. So we like that. One small technicality that we want you to check on your brochure. There's a phone number. You can text questions there throughout the event, and then our moderator, Mohammed from Maluba, will get these questions and ask them to the panel. And so yes, without further ado, we're going to introduce Mohammed from Maluba, our moderator for tonight's event. Thank you very much.
Hi, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here and excited to sort of host a really interesting session on a topic that's very, very active today. So I'm going to walk you through a bit of an introduction to the panel, and then Alex from X.AI is going to jump in and talk a little bit about his company, and then without further ado, we'll jump into the panel. So quick introduction about Maluba. Artificial intelligence is known to unburden or have the promise of unburdening humans from monotonous tasks. So at Maluba, we're basically focusing on that aspect from a language standpoint. Can we teach machines to understand language at a more fundamental level? In doing so, we're building and operating one of the large deep learning NLU labs out of Canada, which we're fortunate to have a lot of the deep learning talent. Oh, thank you for that. Whoever cheered for that. That's awesome. Woo! And yeah, this is an area we're super excited about. So I'm going to start with probably one of the earliest known chatbots in this space, Eliza. So this is an interesting topic. The reason is, if I look at some of the most recent talks that happen at VLab, like blockchain or big data, some of these ideas are more recent. Chatbots as a concept has been around from the 60s or the 50s, depending on who you may ask. And the reason that I think this is interesting is because we're sort of stuck between two areas. From my perspective, at least, I feel like there's a bit of an identity crisis here. For one perspective, there is the school of thought where chatbots should focus more on the conversational aspect. So an example is what's happening here in Liza, like what was happening 40 or 15 years ago. And another perspective is that chatbots should evolve. They should evolve to the mediums that are in. And I feel like these two schools of thought are sort of putting us in an area where we're still in this crisis trying to figure out what makes sense when you develop bots. And I think that's going to be really interesting because it's generating a lot of healthy skepticism about the space, and I think we're going to touch on that in the panel today. This is pretty recent. I mean, these are both prominent people in the space of messaging and bots, David Marcus and Jeff Lawson, and both of them have shared a lot of healthy skepticism